Hello, everyone, and welcome to RadarPlays new releases. We're checking out Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D. I'm Hollander Cooper. Here with me is
Henry Gilbert.
And playing on the 3DS right next to me,
Luke Sullivan.
And so this is the 3D remake that was recent. That was like, it feels like it was announced like a day ago.
Yeah, less than 3 months ago.
Yeah.
It was really fast.
Is Rare doing this, or did somebody else?
No, it is Monster
Or not
Games.
Rare, sorry, I meant
not
Retro.
It's Monster Games.
So I was worried at first that Retro was being, no offense to the game, but wasted on a remake when they could have been doing something new, but that's not the case. This was somebody else.
Yeah, Monster Games, they made the...
Oh, God!
Oh, boy. Monster Games made...
I'm
screwing it up.
sucking right
They
now.
made the Pilot Wings game.
Oh. So it's Nintendo's C team.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I noticed already that you are playing this on regular difficulty, not the new, simpler difficulty.
I ain't no Care Bear.
So if you played the Wii, and I know this is a controversial opinion, but if you played the Wii one, you might have noticed that it was poorly balanced and kind of sucked when it came to the difficulty curve.
That's how I felt too.
Because like the traditional minecart levels. Have you gotten to any?
Yeah, I did the one in the world one.
I guess it's more of an issue when you're playing co-op. But when you're playing co-op in a minecart level and you fall, you lose 2 lives.
I mean, that's how it goes. You fall in a pit, you die.
But it's and it's harder with co-op.
I always hated that like the game would be easier if you got Diddy, but they like punished you for getting Diddy. And if you were worse, if you were better, you would keep Diddy the whole time and have 4 hearts. But if you were a bad player, you'd only have 2 hearts the entire game.
Yeah.
Also, it had some tacked on waggle, which I was not a fan of either.
I'm guessing now
you won't find that here.
Is it tacked on tapping the screen, or is there no
screen
tapping to be bothered by?
Hullabaloo whatsoever.
So things are flying at the screen. There's stuff in the background. How does it look in 3D for those of us with a?
It looks really sweet. So
lost the other eye in a war. Bloody war.
Basically the effect of seeing Donkey and Diddy go into the background looks awesome on a 3DS, and the only downside I would say is when you're like making a tricky jump and you just instinctively shift your hand, like your entire perspective is gonna
it's gonna happen
out of whack.
Whoa! Oh no, a minecart?
No, just a bonus.
Oh, okay.
That I immediately killed myself in.
Ooh,
I didn't want those bananas.
0
anyway.
bananas.
What a great rating.
You're the first person to ever get 0 bananas in that level. Is it Mutant Mud's did a really good job of that using the 3D as well?
Yeah, just playing off perspective in a really cool way.
I think this used to be waggle right here.
Yeah, you'd have to pound up and down both the nunchuck and the regular one to get it to do anything.
Now it's just one button.
Are you planning on? I'm guessing the answer is yes. But when are you planning on trying the noob mode?
Probably. I'm gonna see how far it takes until I get to the legendary difficulty that everyone talks about.
See, that was my other complaint. It wasn't just that you got more hearts as Diddy, but you also, jumping was easier, which normally Nintendo's balance would be like, oh, we'll make jumping easier for noobs, but instead, like, no, if you were good enough to keep Diddy, jumping would be easier. Like, that's just a balance mistake.
So, can you change between the modes at any time, or do you have to start over?
Nope, it's you pick one and you stick with it for the whole.
Yeah, I like how Nintendo's like, we're gonna make this easier for people who had problems, but not that much easier, babies.
Not a whole lot, no.
Yeah. Well, I think you can buy items in between levels that are one use, kind of like iPhone game style. And in the new mode, I think you can get an item that makes it so...
You can get balloons more, I know that.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that, and you can get like a jetpack that just saves you from a pitfall.
That
seems
and you just have more lives, don't you? I think you have more hearts.
3 hearts.
Yeah, 3 hearts
guaranteed.
And I think you can also buy a barrel that'll shoot you out of things.
And I think there's also a shield. So on minecart levels, you get a free hit. Which realistically, all those things, I'd still probably play the game and be like, dude, screw this.
No, why the disdain?
Yeah, I love when DK punches stuff. It's one of my favorite.
Well, you're in luck because it's basically all he does.
No, I missed that.
I don't have to. Honestly, it was just I felt like I was super excited for this game when it came out on the Wii, and I felt like the difficulty curve, kind of like Henry mentioned, didn't match up to what Nintendo usually does, and it just threw me off so much that I got so angry at it. I think I actually sold it to GameStop just to get it out of my apartment.
It felt more like a rare. It felt more like Rare's kind of difficulty, which I actually didn't love about the old games. So.
See, I'm a huge fan of the original 3 on.
Oh, I know. We had to tie you down to say like it's not going to be on our 100 list.
That was a hard-fought battle, and gosh darn it, I lost.
Well, it wasn't really a hard-fought battle.
I caved.
You caved immediately because it was like
you realized there was just me.
There was no winning that one.
I had no supporters whatsoever. That's okay.
But it's whoa!
I'm on a jetpack. I don't actually know.
I remember. This one is if you miss once, you're dead.
Actually, now I remember. I think that another part that reason I hated the game was levels like this. I think these were waggle based, weren't they?
Thank God.
Like I feel like you had to shake the controller to go up or something. Wasn't that a thing, Henry? Don't you remember that?
I feel like
because I remember like and the same with the I think jump. There were a lot of like really difficult parts in the game that also happened to be waggle parts.
That sounds pretty awful.
God, there's so much to collect in this too. They got that right. I love that. What
die?
You die.
You were about to pass a checkpoint and instead you crashed into.
Oh, I see. Okay. I
you
thought
weren't
I had
supposed
to land
there.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't a wrong assumption. Like that, it looked like you were supposed to land there. That's again not great design.
So, as a huge fan of the original Donkey Kong Country Returns, what do you think? This is your first rodeo with Returns?
Yes, it is. And I'm loving it so far because what made the original ones awesome was yes, they were insanely difficult at parts given the audience, which
it was like Nintendo's go at like the Battletoad, not that difficult, but like that style of gameplay, like something they never really danced with.
Well, Rare made Battletoads also.
Yes, so. But it was Nintendo's dance with letting Rare make a Battletoads with Donkey Kong.
They have a lot of the same music tracks, which is amazing, only remixed. And
see, that really looks like you're supposed to land there.
Yeah, it does. What they got perfectly was the number of secrets, because bonus games were a huge part of all the Donkey Kong Country games on Super Nintendo, and they perfectly mimicked that in Return.
Ooh, that was close.
With just hidden zones that you wouldn't normally.
I like that the only time you died in this level so far is an intentional grounding. You're like, I'm just gonna land here. This is the spot.
Are you bothered that King K. Rool is gone?
Yeah, it is a little weird. I miss the Kremlings rather. Oh. But I do like how the Tikis hypnotize animals by just doing like a weird
little dance. Their eyes,
music thingy.
Yeah, and it's. I mean, I think it was obvious they were trying to do what Nintendo did earlier with Nintendo made those like a tribal island for Mario to hang out in, and they were like, we should do the same with Donkey Kong, even though nobody really liked the. What's
N64?
What's the stupid island from GameCube Mario Sunshine?
Oh,
Delphi?
Delfino.
Delfino. All right, so with that, one more balloon. Man, you are a balloon-grabbing fiend.
And you got the full Kong.
Woo! All right, we're gonna do one more level and see how this goes. Now that you're tripping balloons.
Have you gone to the silhouette level?
Yes.
I want to see that.
I can actually, I can show that right now. Just go to
That's the best looking level.
It looks amazing in 3D. Let me tell you.
I'm not gonna buy this, but I will borrow it and play this level and be like, man, this is exactly what I wanted in 2009 when they showed this game off, or 2010. Like when I watched this game and I'm like, oh my god, I do love that series.
I mean, I'm really glad I waited, just because of this seems better suited for straight controller, no waggle bullshiz. But they gave it a shot.
That does look awesome. Why isn't this the whole game?
It probably would get old at some point.
No.
You like that banana coin for the jump chain? But yeah, highly recommend playing this on an XL if you can, because
I mean every game looks better on an XL.
This one particularly, it seems like it.
Well, your first 3DS was an XL, so you really have no room to talk because you jumped into the future immediately, while all of us looked and squinted at little shitty screens and pretended like it was all right, like it was totally okay.
That's my MO. Like with all Nintendo handhelds, I wait for the second iteration.
I will never wait for any hardware ever. I will buy. I don't care if I have to work 4 jobs. I will buy every shitty first launch that will soon be unnecessary and outdated as soon as I can, and then I will grumpily buy the next one.
Well, at least you were able to sell off yours.
I was. One of our video guys bought my old 3DS.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't think I'll be able to do it.
Frank bought it. Frank bought it. It's mint condition. Let's be honest. I used the hell out of it, but I just bought a new battery for it. It's a nice system.
Pete, this is one of the coolest things in the world. Did they add this? Because
no, I think that was there before.
If you line it up to be a banana, and you stay focused on it. Bananas everywhere!
Oh my god!
My life!
I forget, what are the banana coins for? Do you spend
that's what you pay Cranky Kong, your own grandfather.
Cranky Kong is the only Kong family member in this game, right?
I haven't seen Candy or
I definitely
Candy
don't
is
think
currently
Candy's
working in the brothel.
Lanky. I do. I hope, or I kind of miss Funky Kong's plane rides. The music was godlike.
Yeah, Funky Kong was all right. I kind of hated all
Kitty
that.
Kong,
Diddy was okay. Dixie, I mean Dixie.
Yeah, Dixie's sweet. I think they're trying to go for her hair spin thing with the Diddy Kong jetpack.
Hey guys, Diddy's Conquest is the name of the second.
You taught me that. I didn't know that.
It's the best pun of all time.
That's what I also liked about this game was that it really annoyed me as a Donkey Kong fan that Donkey Kong wasn't even playable in the second Donkey Kong Country. And then in 3, you couldn't even play as Diddy.
I mean, it was just they have a history of getting kidnapped. What can you? It's not there. It's like getting mad at Peach for getting kidnapped.
I do all the time.
Oh.
Well, I agree. It is.
I wish you'd get kidnapped by different people so we could see different parts of the Mushroom Kingdom. That's not my fault.
That
That's
happens
hers.
in the RPGs.
How come Daisy and Pauline never get kidnapped? Are they just not good enough?
They get kidnapped sometimes.
Daisy does sometimes.
Daisy Dukes.
No.
Oh.
Daisy.
Yeah, but how come? Okay, so why isn't there like a Bowser equivalent for Luigi?
Because nobody gives a shit about Luigi.
No,
they make that extremely clear.
There's King Boo. He's come to hate Luigi.
Oh,
That's true. King Boo hates the hell out of Luigi.
Let me smack this. All right, so stuff like this, like normally you'd think, oh, I just go in there, but the Donkey Kong series says the nay. You should go above where you think you should go,
and then beyond,
even beyond that, into a hidden wall.
Wow!
I'm just down with that.
So you're a secret hunter.
I am. I'm a collector.
This level looks so good.
Yeah, this kind of reminds me of the one level of Mario U that looks like the painting, and I'm like, why can't the whole game look like this?
Man, look at that. You got it. You saved the world. You got skate. You unlocked the secret tape, and
all the
so
puzzle pieces.
That is it for RadarPlays new releases of Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D. You can check out the review on GamesRadar.com, and be sure to come back around E3 time and every waking moment between now and then to check out everything that GamesRadar does: reviews, previews, news, blah blah blah, and check out other shit we do. Bye.